So I'm in my kayak and I just got done ultralight fishing, but now it's time to use the Bluegrass Bug. My friends, I have been so excited to fish with this bad boy, and we're out here and it seems like the bass are definitely gonna be willing to bite. So I'm gonna fish this bad boy right here. We got overcast conditions, we got dingy water. That is why I'm going with black, because it's gonna cast a little bit of a silhouette down there and the bass should be able to hone in on it. So I'm gonna go fish it around docks, I'm gonna fish it around weed beds, and we are going to hopefully catch some decent bass along the way. Let's get started. You could really throw the Bluegrass Bug on several different types of jig heads and different rigs, but for me, the 3/32 ounce Mule Jig is just like a perfect little Ned Rig style. That's a perfect rig job right there. So the setup that I'm using is my Ned Rig setup. It's a 6'9", they call it a mag light. It's an old Loomis GL2. I've always used this for my Ned rigs. It's always worked well for me. This is a Shimano Nasi. It's a size 2500 reel. I've got 10-pound braid on there to a 7-pound fluorocarbon leader. This is pretty much what I always use if I'm Ned rigging. And the Bluegrass Bug is only 2 inches long, but it's pretty bulky. It is a great little Ned Rig bait. Well, we're on the board. My other camera just died. Nothing too impressive, but we're on the board. Oh, well, son of a gun. I was dinking around with my cameras and this one ate it while it was dead sticking. I'm telling you, patience is probably gonna be my best friend right now with this bait. Not a very big fish, but we've got 2 fish so far. I've only been fishing with this for about 5 minutes, so feeling pretty good. But again, that fish actually told me something. I was just letting it sit and I was dinking around with my cameras and he ate it. So I think there's something to be said about that. Fish slow. Come on, there's gotta be somebody sitting down there. There he is. He didn't even, I didn't feel that bite at all. I just noticed my bait wasn't moving right. And so I set the hook and there you go. A little scrappy juvenile bass right there. That was a weird bite. Didn't feel a thing, I'm telling you. There you go. He's chunky. Got a nice full belly. All right, maybe there'll be 2. We'll see. There's another one. Oh, it's another dink. Okay, 2 in a row. Nothing wrong with 2 in a row. I'd like to catch their big brother though. There you go. 3 in a row. Well, there's a few fish underneath this dock. They're just the wrong size. Oh man, I literally went 3 in a row. I think they got smaller as I went. That's the sad part. There's a fish. Man, he thumped the crap out of that thing. Is he gonna be any bigger? I don't think he's gonna be too much bigger. He's coming towards me though. Hard to gauge. Not bad. Respectable little bass. A little fighter, that's for sure. Jeez, they have all been feisty today, I'm telling you. Look at that guy. A little healthier fish. There you go. On the old bug. You know, he's not long, but he's nice and healthy. Good looking fish. Man, and he thumped that thing. That was awesome. Another one. That one feels like it's got a little more weight to it. Definitely bigger than the last one. There we go. I just think there's probably a lot of fish in this caliber in here. Nothing giant yet, but look at how he ate that thing. Right in the top of his mouth. That is a nice sight. There you go, folks. Another healthy little bass. See ya, bud. Man, am I gonna get rained on today? I really hope not. It looks like I'm gonna get rained on today. Son of a gun. And you know, I almost grabbed my raincoat and I didn't do it. That was a mistake. Let's hope this doesn't last very long. Oh goodness. I was not expecting this. Son of a gun. All right, keep my head down, just keep fishing. Try to ignore it. Well, the rain might be letting up. Seems like there's another one. Oh, it's another dink. Dadgum, there's a lot of dinky fish in here. All right. The rain seems to be letting up a little bit, so let's hope that that was the worst of it. We'll see. The dark skies make me a little nervous, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of rain off in the distance or anything, so guess we'll see. Another dink. Kind of a pretty fish. There's one. Come on, be a little bit bigger. You feel like you want to be. Are you gonna be? No, not really. A little bit bigger. Don't get me wrong, a little bit more respectable, but nothing too large. I'll take it. I suppose it could be helpful information to kind of go over how I'm working this bait. So basically, cast it out there, let it sink to the bottom, and then the goal is to kind of maintain a semi-slack line. So I'm gonna get that line. Oh, there's a fish. He ate it on the first fall. Well, a little chunker. Not bad. He looks pretty fat. Not very long, but he looks like he's built. He is a chunker. Yes, sir. Ugh, well, we'll try that again. Yeah, look at that fish. He's very tall. He's fat. There we go. See ya, buddy. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so what I do, cast it out there, let it sink to the bottom, try to get my line kind of semi-slack, and then I just kind of shake my line a little bit, and then I just kind of pop it over anything that it's on. So there's rocks and grass and whatnot, so I'll kind of give it some hard twitches out of that stuff, and then I try to let it sit again. The problem is sometimes I get a little bit too excited and I just keep working it too fast, but the goal is to let it sit for at least a few seconds at a time, I would say. You know, the water temperature is on the rise, I would say, but today, being a cooling trend, it's got these fish just a little bit confused and they're not really sure how they want to act. So they're not exactly aggressive. They're willing to eat, that's for sure, but I wouldn't say that they're like really, really excited to chase. So the goal is to fish pretty slow and allow them to find the bait. If I put it in front of their nose, I trust they'll eat it. That fish ate it off of some kind of grass. I was kind of trying to get it off of some grass and this fish came and clunked it. Man, he doesn't want to come in either. There you go. Hey, you know he's not very long, but he really wanted that bait, number one, and number two, he's fat. All right, chunky little fish. See you, buddy. Well, I tell you what, we're not exactly catching any giants today so far, but the bluegrass bug is working pretty well, and it's nice to just catch some fish on it. I've been so excited to fish with this little bait right here, so it feels really good to throw it. And I trust if I keep fishing it, you never know, maybe we'll stumble on a little bit bigger fish. All things considered, I just wish I would have brought my rain jacket and also probably another layer or two because I'm just kind of cold, and when the rain comes, it makes me even colder. So not exactly ideal, but I'm still thankful to be out here because it feels good to be on the water. It really does, despite the weather being a little bit crummy. This is only the second time I've been to this lake, and when I was, feels like it might be a better fish. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad compared to what we've been catching. He's respectable. You know, what I've really realized about this lake is that it's got a good population of bass, and I do think there's a possibility of a little bit bigger ones. Maybe not like a bunch of 5 or 6 pounders, but fish that are bigger than this. And then I know there's a good population of crappie. I have yet to determine if there's a good population of sunfish, but the ones that I have caught have been pretty respectable. So all things considered, I feel like I would come back here. I don't know if I would come here specifically for bass though, because it feels like the bass are not that big, but time will tell. You can't really count things out with only 2 trips to a body of water. You have to give it a couple chances. There's another fish. He just picked it up off the bottom and started moving around. Yeah, another little respectable guy. It's fun, bare minimum, it's fun. Oh, dadgummit, he ditched it. Sometimes I get to where I try to horse those fish a little bit too much when I get them next to the kayak. Oh well. For a full day of fishing, I brought one measly snack, Nature Valley Oatmeal Square Peanut Butter. Never had this before. Let's give it a, oh, it's gonna crumble. Okay, it's a crumbler. All right, looks pretty good. Fire, it's delicious. Shallow water, small bass. That's just the way it's gonna go today, folks. That's just the way it's going to go. All right, well, seems like things are slowing down too. Well, we certainly caught our fair share of dinks today, now didn't we? All things considered though, I'm still happy that I picked up the bluegrass bug. Caught a lot of fish, can't complain. Not really sure what the big fish are doing. I'm not really sure if there are big fish in here. Like I said, second time ever here. Haven't really seen a sign of big fish yet. Doesn't mean they don't exist. Probably just gotta keep trying. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay here and keep fishing or if I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna figure that out here in a few minutes, but for the time being, I think I'm gonna wrap up today's video with the bluegrass bug. Make sure to stay tuned because I'm gonna be fishing with this bait a lot more this year. Specifically, I'm most excited to go chase down some river smallmouth with it. So make sure to give this video a like if you want to see me do that. Truly, thank you for watching today's video. We'll catch you next time. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps.